Soy tier? What would soy tier even be? That doesn't. I don't think that works for this. Synth about to show how little he actually knows about old games, lol. Am I about to get exposed? I don't play shit tier games. I'm sorry. All right, Hat in Time. That's a hard one. I don't think it really deserves to be S tier. As much as I like the game, it's just too short, and I think a lot of the content they added to it after launch was a waste of time. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make the game worse, but does anybody ask for like a, what, 20 player mode? Like, it was like literally 20 players going after the same star. Like, how fucking pointless. Should have just made more DLC. Soy tier is every platformer. Sorry, them's the facts. Damn. That's brutal empty. Where's the African tier? Alright, let's just keep going. A story... I don't even know what the middle of that is. My uncle. I've never even heard of that. No, I haven't played Addams Family. I've never heard of fucking Cookie and Cream. I think I've heard of this. I don't know. What the fuck is this? Like, what are these games? Akuji kinda sounds familiar. What? I can't even tell what this is. An Aladdin game? Is this one of the Aladdin games? I think I played one of them, but I think I played the Super Nintendo one. And I was like a baby. Like, I was probably like 4 years old, maybe 5. I never did get around to playing the Alice games. The fuck is that? Oh, it's like Animaniacs. It's an Animaniacs game. I don't fucking no idea what this is. I never heard of Anubis. Okay, Ape Escape. I've played Ape Escape 2. C. I guess it's C. It's okay. I never played Ape Escape 3. I've actually never played any of the other 8. The only one I played is 2 for some reason. I should probably play the first one. God damn, the PS2 had a lot of shovelware on it. I never played Bayland Wonderworld. I heard it was terrible. Alright, here we go. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. That's not a platformer. What? It's a car game. Why is this here? Just to have all the Banjo games? Yeah, fine, it goes in actual shit tier. Banjo-Kazooie goes in S tier. Banjo-Tooie goes in... This will be my first controversial take. Probably B tier. Banjo-Tooie is kind of worse in every way. Fucking Barbie game. What? This? Why did I have to click the 600 plus tier list? Like, has anyone played these? Has anyone played like the 10 Ben 10 games? The only Bomberman game I played that's a 3D platformer is not these 3. Funny enough, though. I did. Okay, you know what? I did play Bomberman 64, but I was like 7, so I don't know. I'll just put in B tier, I guess, because I actually did play it, so I might as well put it on there. Oh, you know what? Here's one I played that's slightly obscure. I played the Buzz Lightyear game. That's pretty okay. It's pretty okay. I still have it. I'm pretty sure. It's okay. I never played Catherine. I don't know. I should probably play it at some point, but... here we go. Conker's Bad Fur Day. That's a good one. Fuck, I'm gonna have to scroll up just to... Okay. I'll give it A tier. It's good. It's not... It doesn't have, like, any replayability, though. It's funny. It's funny. I should have finished streaming it. I only streamed about half of it. But I kind of forgot. Got distracted. I never played the remake. I don't care. Alright, here we go. Crash 2. S. Crash 2 is S. 100%. Crash 3 is probably A tier. It's just a little too easy and has way too many minigame levels. Crash 4... Crash 4 is probably B tier. I hate to say it, but Crash 4 completely missed the appeal. Like, it feels like they made it for speedrunners, dude. Alright, this is just a remake, so whatever. I guess I'll put it in S tier. Fuck it. Because it has Crash 2 in it. I don't know. Is that cheating, though? Maybe it should get demoted just because it's a remake. Crash 1 is really... I mean, It's the hardest one, which is fine. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Never played these shitty Crash ones. Nope. Played Twin Sandy. Actually reviewed it for the channel. That's one of my older reviews. Twin Sandy kind of sucks. It's okay. It's not terrible, but it's unfinished and very buggy. I know I played Croc 2, but I can't remember it. So I don't know. I haven't played Croc 2 since I was probably like 6 or 7. I have played Croc 1 because I think I still have the disc. So maybe I'll just put in haven't played, but I'll rate Croc 1. Croc 1's like, that's okay. That's another okay one. I used to love it. Like, that's a game I have nostalgia for, but it's not very good. Alright, I played the Blob games. They're pretty mediocre. They're both D tier. They're not worth playing. They're very mediocre. Hey, Demon Turf! I actually reviewed this and nobody watched that video. Demon Turf is, I'd say it's probably like a high C. It's like, it could have been B if it was just a little better. I can't believe my brother told me Nitro Rad gave it Game of the Year last year, and I'm just like, how? It's like a bad mashup of Crash Bandicoot and Spyro, like the worst of both, which is ironic because I love both those games, but it feels like they couldn't decide if they wanted to be a skill-based platformer or like a exploratory sandbox one. So it's mostly like, these aren't platformers either. What the fuck? Destroy All Humans is not a platformer. What? I have played both of them. I haven't played the second one in probably like 15 years or more, but I played Disney. I'm embarrassed to say that I played Disney Infinity. I don't even know if I should rate it or not. Fuck it out. This is literally the most soy thing I could admit to, but yes, I played Disney Infinity. Well, I'm putting in actual shit tier. Dying Light 1 and 2 are on here. Okay. Well, as we've established, I played Dying Light 2. I'll rate it. Fuck it. We'll call it a platformer for the sake of memes. Fall Guys. I guess. Fuck it. Fall Guys counts, I guess. Okay, here we go. Gex. I have played both Gex 2 and 3. So, Gex 2... I don't... See, nostalgia makes me want to put it at B, but it's not. It's really not. It's like C. It's another C. There's so many C tier platformers. Gex 3 is even worse. Like, Gex 3 is the same thing, but like slightly worse. So, okay, here's another thing. Gravity Rush is not a platformer. Like, the whole gimmick of the game is you shift gravity. There's no platforming. I mean, there's a couple sections where you can't, but the fact that you literally don't have to platform, you would think would make it not a platformer by definition. But they're both pretty good games. Not amazing, but they're pretty good. Okay, Grow Home and Grow Up. I actually played these. These are pretty good. I wish Ubisoft was still doing this, where they had a B team. Fuck, where'd I put it? Oh, there it goes. They had a B team. But I guess they gave up on that because I don't think they've released a middleware or low budget game in a while. But I liked both Grow Up and Grow Home. They were pretty good. Oh yeah, my brother played this Nico game. I'm probably not going to comment further on that, but it's, you know, you can look into it and come to your own conclusion about the nature of the game. Alright, Human Fall Flat. I did play Human Fall Flat. Human Fall Flat's decently entertaining. Alright, here we go. Jak and Daxter, another classic. There we go. A tier. Another A tier, finally. Jak and Daxter, great game. Bro, you haven't played Eco? That's one of the best PS2 games ever to exist. I don't know about that. I'm not even sure I would agree that Shadow of the Colossus is one of the best PS2 games, but... Shadow of the Colossus is pretty great, but... I don't know. It almost feels like a precursor of modern movie games. Now, see, Jak and Daxter kind of pushes the line of what counts as a platformer, because it's a sandbox game with platforming elements, at least all the ones after the first one. so I will count. I'll count them. This is shit. Well, it's not really shit. It's more like D tier shit, but close enough. That's the PS2 one that was made by a different team. That was shit. Jak 2 is... It's alright. It's B tier. And then... Jak 3 is probably A tier. Yeah. Jak 2 has a lot of problems. Alright, Journey. Here we go. That's another. Journey is kind of hard because Journey is a great game to play one time. For, you know, it only takes a couple hours. And, you know, playing it online and seeing other people and sort of traveling with them, that's kind of a neat experience. But it's basically a walking simulator, you know? I don't know. I guess B tier. I don't know. It, like, as an actual platformer, it's just not, you know, it's more of an experience than it is a game. Alright, Kena. I played Kena on stream. It was pretty mediocre. Where the fuck did you go? Okay. I remember people saying that it's like, dude, it's just like Jak and Daxter and those other PS2 platformers. No, it's like a shitty beat 'em up with very, very minor platforming. It's not a terrible game, but I think it's perfect for C tier, where it's just okay. It looks pretty, but it's very kind of like just boring, you know? It's not... My god. 600. I never played the second one, as you can imagine. Actual shit. Fuck Knack. Knack sucks. It's funny, like, I say, like, dude, I played, like, all the good 3D platformers, which I still think is mostly true. But, I never played Last Guardian. That's just one... When I heard it wasn't that good, I was just like, nah, I'm not playing this. Lego Batman. I think I played the third one. Man, my soyness is getting exposed right now. Look at it, these fucking baby games that I played. D tier. It sucked, as you might expect. No. Oh my god. How many Lego games are there? 500. It could just be a Lego game tier list. Oh, okay, this one I played Lego Marvel Superheroes. I did play that. No, that's the Avengers. Where the fuck is... Yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes. This might actually be the best Lego game. It's actually playable. I wouldn't recommend it to any self-respecting adults, but it's pretty decent. Oh, it's like slightly worse than Journey. Oh, here we go. I played Little Nightmares 2. I can rate that. It was okay. Get fucked. Mushroom Men. That's kind of an obscure game I played. Anybody in the chat play Mushroom Men? Fucking, I know about Ninja Bread Man. I knew a friend who had that shitty ass Ninja Bread Man game. I never played it myself though. If you just took the licensed games off of here, it'd probably be down to like 300 games or less. That'd be way more doable. For whoever made this tier list, put 600 games on here. And over half of them are games nobody's fucking played. So I'm not actually going to rank any games till I get through. Someone had a good idea to bring down one of the other tiers to the bottom, so I could just drag games on here, then push it back up, and then rank them afterward, which is much faster than... Oh wait, I played Toy Story 2. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good licensed game. My god. Okay, I'm just gonna look at these to see what I have played. Okay, I just played Kirby, so they actually retroactively added Kirby, so there we go. Now it's stream appropriate, finally. Okay guys, here's the time for the slow scroll. We can see all the ones I've never played. So, never played any of this, and I've never played all of these. Yep. It keeps going. It just keeps going. Alright, finally. Time to actually... Here's the tier list part. It only took, you know, 40 fucking minutes. So, Kirby only played for 2 hours. Already, it's getting C tier. Fuck it. It sucks. So, Mirror's Edge is also just okay. Mushroom Men is kind of sucks. So, that's D tier. Poise sucks ass. One of the worst indie games I've ever played. Psychonauts 1 gets A tier. It's a great game. Definitely worth playing. Psychonauts 2 is probably right up there with it. Ratchet and Clank, they really probably shouldn't be here, but fuck it. Ratchet and Clank 1's A tier. The Ratchet and Clank remake is like fucking C tier. Worst remake ever. All for One, also C tier. That also probably shouldn't even be on here. You know what? Fuck it. It's not. Never mind. It's not even a platformer. Crack in Time's pretty good. I don't know if it's A tier or B tier. It might be like high B tier. Like maybe it's slightly better than Banjo-Tooie. Yeah, Going Commando's definitely S tier. So is Up Your Arsenal. Oh yeah, Rift Apart. Rift Apart's probably like a little bit better than Tools of Destruction. I'll put Deadlocked a little higher. Deadlocked can go like up here. Bomberman 64, like over there. Yeah, Rift Apart. I don't even know. Does it even matter? I almost feel like this is wrong somehow. Like, B tier is like too... I don't know, it's too big of a gap. It's too big of a gap in power levels here. Alright, Spyro is in Spyro tier, so... You know, best game. Rayman 3 is good. Rayman 3 is good. That's another B tier. It's around here. Shadow of the Colossus A tier. Oh yeah, Vex. Vex is like A tier. I don't even give a shit. Vex is underrated. Absolutely underrated. I'll just put Zero Mistwake in a B tier. I don't even know if anybody here knows what that game is. It's a demo. Some guy made it. It used to be like a fan game called Spyro 4, and then he turned it into its own game so that, you know, he could make money off of it, which makes sense. And there hasn't been an update for it in like over a year, so I don't even know if it's still in development really. Metroid Prime S tier. Metroid Prime 2 A tier. Probably like low A tier. Sly 1 is like maybe like high B tier. Sly 2 is probably like right around it. I'll probably have to replay Sly 2 again. But I remember it just being like, I don't know, it's better in some ways but worse than others. As somebody who doesn't like sandboxes, Sly 3 is like definitely a downgrade though. It's like high C tier. Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, those are both great. Probably like low A tier. Sonic Generations, that one's hard because it's like Sonic Generations is more like a 2D platformer than 3D platformer, even though it has 3D platforming sections. It's just the boost mode stuff, which I was never a big fan of. Maybe I'll come back to it. Rayman 2, I probably need to play more of it, but I don't know. I'm kind of like undecided on it. Maybe it's like a low B tier. Battle for Bikini Bottom is like high B tier. The movie's probably just like C tier. It's alright. Super Monkey Ball is good. Alright. Sunshine's going in S tier. I don't care. It's probably not popular choice. Metro Prime 3 is like high B. I really didn't like the direction they took it. It's still really good though. Okay, so Yooka-Laylee. This is... See, I almost have to put aside my feelings because it's not really D tier. I want to put it in D tier out of spite because, like, what the fuck happened to Rare, man? Like, supposedly Playtonic is Rare developers. They even got Grant Kirkhope back for the soundtrack, and the soundtrack's not even that good. So what the fuck happened, man? I don't know. I'll put a low C tier. Sonic is strange. The games are... Some of the games are enjoyable because of their flaws. Like, it's gonna be hard to rate Shadow the Hedgehog because I kind of like it ironically. It's not really a great game at all. Like, it's probably right around Sonic Heroes, but it's funny. Like, it has stupid funny cutscenes. That was why I wanted to, like, I was hoping Final Fantasy Origins would have more Shadow the Hedgehog edginess, but there's just not enough cutscenes. I feel like, and I almost never say that. I think games should have less cutscenes almost always. Final Fantasy Origins doesn't have enough cutscenes because I just want to hear Jack say some edgy shit. Super Mario Galaxy 1 is S tier. I'm kind of conflicted on Super Mario 64, to be honest. Like, I grew up on the DS version, which even though it has worse controls, it has more content. But I've never been like a Super Mario 64 like I've never been like the mega fanboy of that game. I think it's aged very well, but I just think it's just a little dated, so it doesn't quite make S tier. I don't know. People are gonna get mad that I'll place it above Sonic Adventure 1 too, but it's like not. It's like it's not quite S tier for me. The Skylander shit's like D tier. Fuck that. Toy Story 2 was. I don't know how good it was really, but I'll put it low B tier. I just can't remember it. I remember having fun with it though. This is another kind of slightly controversial, but I think Galaxy 2 is only slightly worse than Galaxy 1. I think, even though it's more the same. Well, okay, I say that's controversial. This is a real controversial take. Is fucking putting Odyssey in C tier. You wanna really hear me be controversial? Fucking Super Mario Odyssey. Fuck that game. It is not that good. I have never. I'm almost tempted to like review it, but I was saving it for top 10 overrated games. Super Mario Odyssey was number 2. Super Mario Odyssey was number 2 on my top 10 overrated games. It is not that fun, like at all. I don't even want to talk about it. I fucking hate that game. I'm gonna be honest. It's not a terrible game, but I fucking hate it. Donkey Kong 64 is another one where it's like, the question is, would I rather 100% Donkey Kong 64 again or play Ukulele again? You know, that's just where I'm at. Like, Donkey Kong 64 is probably slightly better than Ukulele. But only slightly. That game is the... When people talk about hating collectathons, Donkey Kong 64 is like what they're describing. Like, that's... 64 is S tier or top tier, and it's kind of dated for me. It's just, the levels just aren't that interesting. Like, it was a very revolutionary game at the time, but it hasn't aged perfectly. I don't really rate games based on their impact on the industry, because I mean, that's neat, but for me, my concern is how fun is the game? You know what I mean? And Super Mario 64 just isn't as fun as like it was when it came out. Spyro 2's S tier. Obviously, I have my Spyro bias here. I don't, you know, that's just what it is. Ironically, though, I think Spyro 3 is way worse. Like, Spyro 3 is probably like B tier. It does what every bad platformer sequel does. It's just like Banjo-Tooie, where they just add more shit, which means more mini games, you know, other playable characters, stupid abilities, things that just slow down the gameplay and make it less interesting. Same exact problems, pretty much, as Banjo-Tooie. Katamari is another one that's good. I might even put Katamari in A tier. It's a very good chill game, if you need a chill game. Super Mario 3D World is probably high B tier. It's if you have friends, it might even be A tier. Super Mario 3D Land is like low B tier, probably like mid to low B tier. I don't know. 3D World's just like a better version. Especially because of co-op. Sonic Generations. This is another one. It's just hard for me to rate. Like, I want to say it's like high B tier or mid B tier, something like that. Spyro remakes. I'll just put it in A tier since it's a remake. Sonic Unleashed kind of sucks. I'll put it like slightly worse than Shadow the Hedgehog, which is probably not true, because the daytime stages were better than most of the things in Shadow the Hedgehog, but the nighttime stages sucked. So it's like, I don't know, is it better or worse than Shadow the Hedgehog? I don't fucking know. Alright, I think that was every 3D platformer, unless I missed, because these are the actual games that are not 3D platformers. People say Galaxy 1 is better because of Rosalina backstory and there's some cutscenes. That's not why I would say it's better. I would say it's better just because it was an actual change from the previous game, you know, the jump between Super Mario Sunshine and Galaxy. Galaxy 2 is just more the same, the levels are more linear. That being said, there are more levels, and I don't know. I like them mostly about the same, but Galaxy gets the edge for actually improving. Maybe not improving, because I actually like Sunshine better than Galaxy. But I'd say Galaxy is the better game. It is the better game. But tier lists, I don't give a shit about what the better game is. Why do you think Spyro is in its own tier? It has nothing to do with Spyro being a better game. Spyro is just my favorite game, you know? So I'm basically just rating these based on fun factor. All right, so here, I'll start moving these around, because I am thinking about based on fun factor, right? So S tier is really close for me, where it's like, I honestly probably would put the Ratchet and Clank games at the top of S tier. They are more fun, but that's because they're barely platformers. They're third-person shooters combined with platformers, which is a weirdly good combination, as long as it's not cover-based. I never understood why people fucking liked Gears of War so much. I mean, I guess cover-based shooters were new at the time, but I remember playing Gears of War 1 years later and just being like, wow, this is not aged well. I mean, I like the toxic masculinity stuff. I love that. But, here, let's pull down Crash 3. Yeah, Crash 3 is like bottom of A tier. Ratchet and Clank 1. Yeah, this also goes at the bottom. See, this is where the semantics, or not the semantics, but really like the nitty gritty like listings is where you get the seething. Criticize reviews, thanks to $2. You should do tier lists for other genres you like too. Yes, the next tier list will be less than 100 games. There's no way I'm doing... Whoever made the 600 game tier list is out of their fucking mind, dude. Why? Why would you do this? Alright, so... It really, I mean... I think I have S tier down pretty well. Actually, I think... Nah, I'd probably even put Sunshine... Nah... I don't know, because I'm just thinking about what games do I like the most. I'll do B tier. I think C tier and D tier and shit don't matter. Like, the listings don't matter. So I'm just gonna do B tier, and then I think I'll be about done here. And then we'll actually play another game. I'll put it up to vote, I guess, because this is options. I think I can only put 4 on a poll, I think. I'll have to check. So we're gonna have to narrow it down. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay, here's my 3D platformer tier list version 2, I guess. This is about as complete as it's gonna get. I mean, it even had Kirby on it. I mean, it had every game I could think of, pretty much.